Peace. I want to talk about submission in relationships. You know what I'm saying? Specifically centered around our people in particular. Submission is a big thing, you know what I'm saying, due to the fact that, we come from a background of a patriarchal religion, known as, Christianity. Most of us were, are Christians. We were born and raised Christians through our families and so on and so forth. So growing up, I used to hear the thing submission all the time. A woman should be submissive and so on and so forth. But what I examine in that whole reality is that the word submission, knowing what I know now, submission has been, misinterpreted. The ideal of what that means has been misinterpreted due to the fact of, the religion, the religious aspect being being a man, paradigm, being a man construct, a patriarchal religion, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. There's no mother principle. The woman is missing. So, submission has been taken to mean literally that a woman doesn't have any say so. That she doesn't work. She doesn't have the ability to think for herself and so on and so forth. This is how submission has been misinterpreted. And this is how it has been introduced and placed on women. Through the actions of men due to, influence through the psychology of religion. As well as other factors. You see it on TV, the woman, secondary, so on and so forth, and things of this nature. So submission is actually, misinterpreted. The real reality with submission is, to me, that a man and woman hold equality. There's an equal basis there. Real submission is an equality where man and woman meets face to face. There is no one above the other. Because see, when you do that, that causes the imbalance because we have roles to play. We have roles. And if we play our roles correctly, there is a beautiful balance. You understand? You can't fight your role. When you fight your role, you cause an imbalance. Can the moon be the sun and can the sun be the moon? No. And if that ever happened, it would cause havoc. You understand? So because they play their roles, the harmonies of the heavens and so on and so forth are in order because they are playing their roles. Now, this is with us. We must begin to play our roles in order to have submission and equality, because equality is the submission. Submission does not mean enslavement. It does not mean ownership. It does not mean what I say you do and you don't ask me no questions. That's not what submission is. You know what I'm saying? Actually, submission is a form of strength, power. Submission is loyalty. Submission is love. You know what I'm saying? Which is why it must be done on an equal basis. Brothers, you must be submissive to your wisdom. Sisters, you must be submissive to the brothers. You must be. You understand? For this to work. There cannot be any conflict of interest because there is no conflict of interest because everything is one. The split reality of man and woman is only the split reality of a thought that held a balance. And that thought is made manifest in a physical way. So the balance is split only so that the thought can reproduce its own thought. You understand what I'm saying? So what we're working with here is that we have to remove the idea of what submission means from another source, another school of thought, another institution that has placed a particular idea that our ancestors has practiced forever, but they have restructured it and it's out of balance. Because submission, again, doesn't mean enslavement. Submission means union. You know what I'm saying? When you have man and woman, submission is union. It is one. It is no separation. You can't put one above the other, regardless of economical income. If she make more money than you, brother, that shouldn't be an issue to you, brother. Because the idea is to be submissive in equality with your mate. Never be upset or in a state of depression or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because those are socialized, conditioned feelings that you are supposed to get when you are under the mental slavery of this psychology called America that we live in, man. You understand? You should never be ashamed of what your mate does, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? You should never be in competition with your mate. Brothers, you should never talk to your boss one way and talk to your wife in a doggish way. Sisters, you should never respect your boss at work and come home and treat your man like he's less than an animal. But you can talk to the boss like he's a king or something. You understand what I'm saying? That's out of balance. See, so submission is not dominating one or the other or using psychological abuse on each other. It is not violence. It is not force. Submission is union. It's love, and that's what it is. It is the union of man and woman being a part of each other's lives in every single way, without question, without boundaries, without limitations, without titles, without anything. That's submission. Peace.